Tell the Truth Monday. You were telling us about it yesterday inside your press conference about gearing up for it. How did the message go to your team yesterday afternoon?
It was great. It's the same message I sent to them Saturday night. A big win. We're 10-0. Let's enjoy the victory. Let's look at the things that we did well. Let's look at the things that we have to get better at. I know we will this week, especially our run defense, our run fits. I know Coach Orlando's going to have a great plan. Totally confident in the direction of our defense.
And the run defense is interesting because really that's been a huge strength of the team the entire year. So what exactly happened Saturday for that to fall off?
T-Bob, it was schematics. I think that they had more people at the point of attack than we did at sometimes. Myself personally, I ran a stunt on that first big run in the second half. It didn't work. They scored a touchdown. I think that we're just kind of off balance a little bit. They ran a couple of new plays on us. But I think it was more or less schematics. And then when we're at the point of attack, we got to make the plays. Everything we can fix.
Coach, you make an addition back to your roster yesterday with Michael Divinity rejoining the team. What's his status and how does he help?
Yeah, we love Michael being back on the team. Michael's a great member of our football team. He brings a lot of energy. Brings a lot of things to our practice. He's still unable to play, but he's able to practice with the football team as of now.
Another offensive explosion for that side of the ball on Saturday, 714 yards of total offense. Jamar Chase is named SEC Player of the Week. You've got two wide receivers, Chase and Justin Jefferson, two semifinalists for the Bolitnikoff Award. When you watch film of that group, Coach, how do you view it? I mean, they're so explosive every week. As their head coach, how do you evaluate that group?
One word, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing. But you know what? I think the MVP of the whole deal of theirs one is Coach Craig and the offensive line.
Yeah.
The job that he's doing with Adrian McGee and Bedard Trard, the first time at tackle. I thought they did pretty well, and Lloyd and Cushenberry and Big Ed Ingram and those guys, I thought they did very well on the offensive line. But overall, just pleased with, obviously with Joe, the receivers, the connection they have, the player Clyde, the coaching. Overall, pleased with everything on offense.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Coach, because during the season you see guys rise, maybe some other guys take steps back. Has there been a bigger surprise than Adrian McGee on this team?
Exactly. Here you go. Here's a senior. Adrian was on the scout team. I was the scout team coach.
Oh, wow.
Adrian pays his dues. He matured, and he's answered the bell. I thought that he was going to get beat out the minute that Ingram came back, but no, he kept his spot, and he fought. It goes to show you the toughness that he has.
Coach, you're talking to LSU head coach Ed Orgeron here on Off the Bench. And, Coach, one of the stories you told yesterday in the press conference that I think a lot of people enjoyed, if you maybe expound on it a little bit, was when you returned from the Alabama game. You said you had about 30 neighborhood kids in your driveway waiting on you. What was that like?
It reminded me of T-Bob when I was a young boy, and I'd watch LSU play Notre Dame and Ronnie Estee and Ira Stew for LSU, and what LSU brought, the excitement that it brought in the community in the Rose, the little community that I knew. And everybody looked up to Ronnie and Coach McClendon and the LSU Tigers. It uplifted the whole community. And it reminded me of those days when I came back and I saw the look in the little kids' eyes and how fired up they were. They even made a big paper deal for me to run through.
No way.
It just brought back some great memories of Louisiana being uplifted and let me know the magnitude of LSU and the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, Coach, we were telling some stories. I mean, that was what it was like when I was a kid. I mean, you talking about Ronnie Estee was me kind of thinking about like Tommy Hotson and that group, Wendell Davis and Harvey Williams and those guys. I mean, can you feel – you were talking about restoring the culture and what you kind of had to do over the last 3 years to get this thing the way you envisioned it. Do you feel it outside the building as well? I mean, out there on the recruiting trail and people talking to you about the pride in the program around the state again?
Yeah, sure. It's amazing. It's amazing. All the people that are thanking us, just you see the elation in the state of Louisiana after we beat Alabama, the pride that they have in our football team, the following. The radio show is incredible, and then recruiting. Recruiting is off the charts right now. We talked about 40 players a night on our Power Hour.
Wow.
Guys from across the country, guys from the state of Louisiana, they all want to be a part of LSU right now.
Another quote from yesterday, Coach. We played it in the previous segment. It's over a minute long, and you're kind of breaking down your philosophy. But the line that stands out to me is coaching from within, not from above. How did you kind of find that you wanted that to be a core philosophy? Did you come up with that on your own? Did someone tell you that at some time?
You know, it's just a combination of all the great coaches I've been with. You know, Coach Carroll coached from within. And, you know, Coach Johnson obviously was above, but he was a defensive guy. And I tried to do that at Ole Miss. It didn't work. So I said, you know what, I'm going to get along with these guys just like I'm a teammate. You know, I was a team captain at Northwestern. I know how to be a good leader, just like you were on a football team. I just wanted to be a leader and be from within and do my job, do my part, and let everybody else do their part, and it's working.
So, Coach, you've been away from Tiger Stadium for a couple weeks now. Are you excited to get back in the friendly confines this weekend?
I can't wait. I stepped out on the patio with several coaches, and Coach Bagley. Coach Bag and I watch film every morning at 6 o'clock, and I stepped out on my beautiful patio right here. And this was before a couple of weeks back, and I said, Coach Bags, all I want is come back in that stadium to be 10-0. And here we are, 10-0, playing the Arkansas Razorbacks one game at a time. We're excited about it.
Coach, you always talked about your practice schedule and being able to keep your guys fresh throughout the entire season. It's been a physical schedule up to this point. You've got 4 wins over top 10 teams right now, being 10-0. How do you adjust that, or how do you kind of maintain that and watch their energy levels as you get them through the practice week?
Yeah, I'm going to start practice a little bit today. I want them to be mentally sharp. I want them to be physically ready. We won't do as much hitting as we did as the beginning of the season. It's going to be more about execution, about practicing fast and doing it right, exact on the details, being very demanding, but not keep them out there that long.
Coach, so speaking of kind of just keeping guys fresh, where is Grant Delpit currently, do you think?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, he's going to take a couple of days off, and I totally trust Jack Barucci, who I think is the best in the business.
Yep.
Jack is going to guide me along this week to see where he's at, and we're going to take it day by day.
So also kind of in line with what Jordy was saying, what is the impact of a strength coach like Tommy Moffitt at this portion of the season when you're still trying to get better, but, you know, like you said, you're also trying to make sure that guys are ready for this kind of final push of the season?
Yeah. Well, as you know, if you've been on the Ponderosa with Tommy Moffitt during the summer, you're ready. If you get through that, you're ready. The guy is tremendous. But you know what? Tommy is like a head coach down there in that weight room. I don't worry about it. I just go down there and give him high fives. As you know, he works the team out on Monday morning. He knows the pulse of the team. He keeps them fresh. But you know what? The biggest thing that Tommy does this part of the year is the energy that he provides on the practice field and in the games is phenomenal.
Coach Ed Orgeron joining us here off the bench, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Alexandria. You got the chance to see Miles Brennan and some live action. How's he been practicing and preparing, and how do you feel in putting him into the games and seeing him in some game action?
Yeah, I'm excited about him. I think Miles is throwing some good balls. Miles works with the first team as much as we can. I think he's ready. When it comes his time, I think he's going to be an excellent quarterback at LSU.
One guy, Coach, when I was rewatching the film that really flashed a couple times last game, including one just ridiculous play where he just mauled 2 people, is Apu Ika. What can you say about his kind of journey through his freshman year?
Mm-hmm. You know, first of all, you know, Apu came. He was 390. He had to slim down a little bit. You know? And you know, he was about 360 in camp, and he had an ankle injury in camp, and then he had another. I think he had the gout or something in one foot. As you and I know, that's very painful for a 360-pound guy. So it just took him a little while to get healthy, and then now he's down to 340 pounds, playing very well. I thought he had his best game last week, and we're going to need him down the stretch. I'm so excited about Apu. He's a great young man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Went from like no true nose guards to now having 2 guys that are playing like studs. Another freshman that seemed to have all the potential of the world coming in this season kind of got set back by injury. What have you seen out of Cardell Thomas? I know we've seen some like practice videos. He's back out there. How's he looking?
He's out there. He's out there doing his agilities, going through his footwork, looking good. Obviously, not ready to put pads in.
Yeah.
But he's way ahead of schedule. He's hungry. He told me, Coach, I'm going to be back this year. I said, okay. And I'll be darned. He's going to come back. He'll be ready to play sometime this year.
Wow.
Coach, I'm following some of these recruiting services, and we talk to Shea and these guys all the time. And right now, your brand, your team, it seems like is the hottest in the country. At least every top player at their position has LSU on their list. You're one of the top recruiters in the country this time of year, and how you're playing. This seems to be a perfect recipe for your pitch. How's that working now on the trail?
Yeah, they're watching us on TV. They want to be a part of us. The 2020 class is phenomenal. We're already working on the 2021 class. We have what we call a power hour on Sunday night and Monday night. Each night we talk anywhere from 30 to 40 players. Each night, all the coaching staff, we have a lot of energy. We have some fun. And obviously when you're winning, everybody wants to be part of a winner. They love our offense. They love the way we play defense at LSU. This is a good time to be a recruiter at LSU, I promise you.
Coach Ed Orgeron, used to be every Tuesday morning with us. Now he's back with us selectively, man. Yeah, right now has the Tigers to 10-0, undefeated, as they will host Arkansas this Saturday in Death Valley. Thank you for the time as always, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.